Hi, this is Steve, the Spurs fan, and I'm going to take a quick look at last night's Champions League match. Oh my word, how great is Gareth Bale? Gareth Bale, which we call Batman, me and the missus, we're always like, Batman, go on Batman, you go Batman, because he's superhero-like. Even when he first joined the club and he was classed as a Jonah, he was like a hex on the team. I knew he was special. I've always said that Gareth Bale would come good sometime, and my word has he. He's absolutely fantastic. He is as good as Cristiano Ronaldo, hands down, equal. That match, I have never seen Spurs play that well. Every single member of that team did a fantastic job. I couldn't even tell you who would be the man of the match. The obvious one is Gareth Bale, but Luka Modric, the little guy, dominated and controlled midfield. Aaron Lennon started to come back to form, getting at the defence. Yunus Kabul used his pace and his strength to block any attack. Benoit Suakoto, the guy was a liability over the last couple of seasons, but just the sheer composure he had to nick the ball, breathe, look up, then make his mind where he wanted to go. He did a similar role in the Carling Cup game against Arsenal, where his knowledge of the game and where he was in relation to the player just made him a lot more stable than he used to be. You no longer sort of like fear when a player comes down that side. Alan Hudson, again, still a little bit shaky in defence, but fantastic going forward. Tom Huddleston, other than a few really miscued shots, again, great midfield holding presence. Has got a 200-yard pass that lands on a penny. Absolutely perfect. And for the last goal, for Gareth Bale to have the sheer confidence and the balls to basically play a through ball to himself 20 yards up the pitch and know that he can outpace the Inter Milan defence, know that not only will his first touch be perfect, but it will take him on, take him past, and he will slide in the perfect low cross, past the 6-yard area. And Pavlyuchenko, the way he runs up, takes the big stride, that one little stride, just so he doesn't have to toe poke it, he can just perfectly side foot it. Honestly, I have never seen Tottenham Hotspur play with such determination, such pressure, and such confidence. And why can't we play like that every week? It was fantastic. If we played like every week, we would absolutely dominate. It was so good to see. And we are, well, I say now, I really hope, but we're looking like we're through to knockout stages. And we need to really make sure the Premier League form takes us back to this level next season, because we are 110% deservedly up there with the European big boys, and we are competing. And I tell you now, there is no boring Man United in this. Previous seasons, Champions League gone by, Man United have just gone away. They've just gone 1-0s, ground out results. No, every Tottenham game in the Champions League has been absolutely epic. You had the action-packed, no holds barred start against Werder Bremen, ended in the 2-2 draw. That's 4 goals in that game. You then had FC20 come to White Hart Lane. You had 4 goals for Spurs. You had a red card. You 3 penalties, saved penalties, scored penalties. And then we go to Inter Milan, and you go 4-0 down in the first 30 minutes, and then Gareth Bale comes up with that hat trick. I mean, 1 more minute, 2 more minutes of stoppage time, and it'd been 4-4, like at the Emirates when Harry Redknapp first took over. Absolutely insane. That is drama. That is what football is all about. This is how it's played, and this is how matches go. The Champions League was designed for this Spurs team and these fixtures. The way they've been played and the way they've turned out is exactly what you want. There is no one out there who can watch from a neutral point of view and say that these games have been boring. And then for the European champions to come to White Hart Lane and to be outplayed, outmuscled, outpaced, and just everything. They were out everything. And you think about it, we went 4-0 down in the first 30 minutes because we weren't concentrating and we got punished for it. However, in another 2 hours of football, well, no, not even that. In almost, well, it would work out about 2 hours, 2.5 hours of football. They scored 1 goal. We scored 6. So we are, without a doubt, better than Inter Milan. Come on, you Spurs!